Hi guys, John here from Optical Warehouse. So, after our quick fire review and the British shooting show, the Optisan CP series of scopes went down really well. So we thought we'd come down to the range and give it a little test out, see how it is in the field, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, it's mounted up. It's a little bit higher than I'd personally like to, but it's just a set of mounts we had laying about at the time. So we thought we'd whack it on and give it a test. So I've already zeroed this in previously, putting a few shots through it. I've got it set on 10 times magnification. Nice, clear, bright image, really wide field of view. The depth of field is nice in it as well. So the 10 to 13 yards blurs out a little bit, comes into its own just past that. Nice, real crystal clear image at the 25-yard parallax I've set, and then starts blurring off from about 35 out to the 45. As you go out on the range, it blurs off that a little bit more, and it's quite noticeable to tell the difference for the range finding. It just allows that bit easier to test that way. Bearing in mind the CP series has a very small parallax error, which has been purposely designed for this. Sometimes having the parallax error can help you with range finding. However, that can also make you miss a lot of targets without realising what's actually at fault. So with the CP series having a very minimal parallax error, which I have tested here today, and it is very, very good for keeping a very nice sight picture without that reticle being able to move across the target. It does help a lot, and on the 10 yards, you're going to struggle to miss from parallax error. You may rim a couple of targets, but it's not going to be a million miles out from that, so it is quite easy to get on with. So popping a few more shots through this. As I say, it's a nice wide field of view. You can see the target really clearly at 35 yards here. All around it, I've got enough detail there to pick up what the wind's doing, sort of 5 yards past it, 5 yards in front of it. As I say, once again, the depth of field is good for that. So we're going to give it a go. Just put a couple of shots through it now. And first shot, typically miss. We all do it from time to time. But as I say, we're looking through it. Really, really nice, crystal clear image. The reticle does help for the HFT. You've got the windage points coming down. Obviously, the distances you shoot with HFT, it's going to be blowing quite a bit before you use them windage marks coming down in the Christmas tree style, but it does help to judge whether you are in line when you are aiming off. The reticle also does help with measuring from the kill size or from the hinge of the target to the kill for bracketing. Purely, this scope has been designed out and out for HFT. It's had the help of a few top HFT shooters. They've had their hand in designing it, and to be fair, I do think this is going to be one of the up-and-coming scopes for it, especially the excitement and the stir it caused at the British shooting show. It does look like it is going to be a strong contender and should be taking the market by storm. So we're going to pop up to the range in a second. We've got a few targets set out from 10 yards out to about 45, maybe 50 yards. And we're going to have a little play on there, doing some prone, kneeling and standing shots, and we'll see how it gets on in the real world. So guys, we just moved up to the optics range on the HFT course, and we're going to put the scope for its paces in some real world testing. We're going to start with a nice easy 11 yarder. So obviously with the Optisan CP, it's set up so, as I said earlier, it's got very little parallax error, so this shouldn't really be much of a challenge for this. Especially prone. It's not a huge kill, but we'll give it a go. And there we go. So, nice, easy. Little bit of blurring around there, but it does help to determine what range that's at. But as I say, with the parallax error, it wasn't really a concern with that. It is a nice give me target at that range. So we're going to move out. We've got the next one about 40 yards. As you can hear, there's a bit of wind around. We'll see how that goes, and I'll see what the parallax is like at the longer ranges. So, looking through it now, as I said, there's a lot of, it's got a nice deep depth of field on this. I can see what the wind's doing on the way to the target, watching what the string's doing. Leaves on the trees, a little bit of left hand edge. And there we go. So with this, you've got nice indicators there, so you can tell whether you've left it on 10 mag. Obviously, being a HFT scope, you don't want to be moving that because it is against the rules. Once you set it on 10, you leave it there. The parallax, nice and clear. Nice and easy to see that you've left it set on the 25 yards. And as I say, this is purely set up as a HFT scope. It will do your general hunting, pest control. It's nicely suited as an all-rounder, but as I say, it is dedicated to the HFT market, and it really, I feel this is really going to take the market by storm. It's a real pleasure to use. Just fills your confidence while you're using it. And to go with this on this nice little Air Arms S400, it's nice light combo. So with the weight here, doesn't matter what you put it on, should be nice, point of balance, shouldn't upset anything too much, and because of the compactness of it, it will sit nicely on your bullpups and that range of rifles as well. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to crack on and put some more shots through it. Enjoy my time with CP. See you soon, guys.